Angela's also been to find out how Ellie and Vito's ballroom journey on Strictly has inspired other young people to find the joy of dance.
And completing our lineup is an actor best known for playing Gossip Girl's lovable bad boy Chuck Bass. And now Ed Westwick is starring as another anti-hero as he takes on the role of a ruthless pirate hunter in the epic new action-adventure series Sandokan.
And Ed isn't the only person who's been battling the high seas, because we're about to introduce you to a group of inspirational women who've been on an epic adventure of their own for a very special reason.
Yes, for the last few weeks, we've been following them as they race from the Canary Islands to the Caribbean in the hope of becoming the first Scottish all-women's team of 4 to row that journey. But were they able to do it? For the past 3 years, police officer Heather, accountant Andrina, B&B owner Fiona, and social worker Nikki have been preparing to take on the biggest challenge of their lives. A 3,000-mile race across the Atlantic, known as the world's toughest row.
We are in four corners of Scotland. It's been like herding cats sometimes, trying to get us all together. This is our last actual training before we go to La Gomera and do our 3,000-mile challenge.
Nikki's the only one with real sea legs. Andrina and Heather are newcomers and have a lot to learn.
I've never done anything near it. I've never rowed in my life.
For Fiona, the row is also a promise to honour her friend's final wish.
A friend of mine died, and the last message she ever sent to me was, "Let's have some fun." And I just thought, why not before I can't anymore?
I'm 30 and Gina's 42 and Nikki and Fiona are 59. So with different life experience, different jobs.
And then I have a 2-year-old daughter as well. The thought of having to leave her behind is it breaks my heart every time I think about it.
I think Christmas Day is going to be the hardest for me. I've got grandchildren, so leaving them is going to be tough.
Scotland the Wave are one of 43 teams from around the world taking on a brutal challenge to row from the Canary Islands to Antigua in less than 60 days. The women will be crammed into a 26-foot boat that will test them to their limits.
This is my Heather's cabin. We've got the deluxe version, it's longer, it's up a bit lower. And Andrina and Nikki have the stern cabin, which is a little bit tighter. They're navigators, so they have all the navigation equipment.
We'll be rolling 12 hours every 24 per day. We'll be doing 2 hours on, 2 hours off. The 2 hours off. All these things you need to do.
Burning around 5,000 calories a day, food isn't just fuel, it's survival.
We've got rehydrated meals and then some wet ration packs if jet oil's not working for the stormy days. I've tried to weigh out roughly 5,000 calories per day.
But this challenge is not without its worries.
The first
They're going to the Caribbean, you know.
seasickness because I have
Right
suffered
across.
the worst. That's my biggest fear,
The
really.
country.
Mine's probably the storms. When you hear that, you're going to be up against probably 60-foot waves, and how we're going to manage them.
It's going to be a life-changing
What a boat.
experience for you and 2 women. No outside communication, really.
No?
It's just being uplifted by doing this special thing together.
No, do my track, you man.
From the calm of Loch Lomond in summer to the open Atlantic in December, it's race day.
Crazy.
But 3 days in, Andrina's fears come to fruition. With severe seasickness, the crew call in help, and Andrina's airlifted from the boat, and 4 become 3. Determined to finish what they started, the remaining trio push on. 9 days later, they celebrate Christmas in the middle of the Atlantic, exhausted but still smiling.
I wish all my friends and family a very happy Christmas. This is my first
Look how the
time
boat's
on a
rocking.
boat for Christmas.
Boy, man.
They done it already. One of them went sick. One of them went sick.
That's Shark's place, isn't it?
Yeah, we think so.
That's a big woman.
By the new year,
They're the grandmother. She have grandkids.
January, so while the water's quite calm, we're just doing
black.
even when the conditions take their toll.
I got off this boat. I was like for 17 days straight.
It's a shark with me. It's
A dolphin.
a dolphin.
The last couple of hours on the boat.
9 days.
After 47 grueling days and 3,000 miles, the trio reach Antigua. Salt-streaked, exhausted, and carrying
Antigua
stories
reach.
they'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. 47 days.
Smithy was there.
3 hours.
We
You
just
said
loved
that.
it. Thank you
Okay.
so much, everybody. It's just been amazing. We're going to do it again.
47 days.
That's crazy.
I'm speechless.
It's emotional watching that.
When I picked my jaw up on the floor, I will say a massive congratulations to the team. I mean, since finishing
One
the race
drop out.
last week, they have made the most.
Helicopter will pick up one.
Caribbean.
Take
Yeah, they are on holiday,
one
having a
sip.
very well deserved rest.
That is a brilliant glow up.
Teach me that,
Fantastic. Okay, time now to welcome tonight's guest. It's broadcasting legend Angela Rippon, Gossip Girl star Ed Westwick, and comedy kings Mackenzie Crook and Sir Michael Palin.
Hey.
That one looks sick though.
Really?
And the jigsaw
Oh, the man
brilliant.
with the wild eyes.
Take on that
It's
huge
in
challenge.
there.
Challenge. They are so
It's
inspiring.
like a
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, I've
one of
sailed
them
across the Atlantic on an ocean liner,
goons.
and it's
Another
empty. You
goons,
can't see
yeah.
anything for days. To do it on a small boat like that, but I think what's brilliant about it is, that so many women now are doing things and thinking, yeah, I can have a go at that. And they did it, and they did it with absolute professionalism and determination. So as you say, good on them. Congratulations.
Really well done, Michael. You were no stranger in all your travels to life on a boat.
Yeah,
Did it
yeah.
make you feel a bit jealous? Bring back any
Well,
memories?
I've done a bit of rowing in my time, but not across the Atlantic. I've done about an hour and a half. And actually, when I rowed at school in these an 8, there's nothing better than an 8 when you're all coordinated together, sort of speeding along. It's a very, very good feeling. But I mean, the travelling they're doing, and the fact at the end that they can look well,
Yeah.
like for human beings.
Great,
working.
isn't it?
And having a great time in the Caribbean, why would you not?
That's an incentive to get there. Well, Ed here has also had his fair share of adventures at sea in his new period drama Sandokan, the Pirate Prince. Set in Borneo, it follows a pirate who attempts to take on the British Empire, including Ed's character, pirate hunter Lord James Brooke. Let's take a look.
Britain's the most powerful empire in the world. Pirates are now threatening it.
Biggest team in the world.
I hope this pirate hunter is worthy of his reputation.
For the career you've made for yourself.
You could get married. See why they call you the Pearl of Lammermoor.
Men seldom miss a chance to lecture me. I found you on the beach.
Come with me on my ship. We'll travel the world together.
You know what I mean? Sandokan, remember I saw it then and I said to you,
The show is based on set of novels that are
how did
hugely
that
famous.
Batman
King,
Island
Italy.
get that name?
Get that
And it's
name.
about
Yeah.
Sandokan, what do you mean?
Sandokan.
But we want to hear about your character, Lord Brooke,
Her name.
and where you fit into
The
this whole
bad
story.
man.
Yeah, so
That looked like a good
thanks for
movie
having
to
me.
watch.
Great to be here, by the way, and thanks for showing the trailer. I
My
love
type of
watching it all
movie.
the time.
That.
Yeah, Lord James Brooke was a real person actually, but I play a pirate hunter, so I get caught up in this mission trying to chase Sandokan and a whole love triangle thing going on, and it's a real fascinating action adventure romance drama.
Well, your character, Lord James Brooke, is another anti-hero, similar to your character in Gossip Girl. What is it that you love about playing those types of characters?
I don't know. I just feel really lucky to have had the opportunity to play these characters. You know, I think particularly with Brooke, he's a multi-layered, complex character, which is always interesting from an acting point of view. You know, you get to kind of dig into the backstory and play a lot with different emotions and everything like that. So really fantastic writing and
Yeah, but we were talking about that you don't know whether you should love him or hate him.
Well, I'm a little bit unsure as to kind of the direction it could go post
That must
season
have been
one. I won't
some city.
reveal anything if you haven't seen it. But that's the best way, you know. You want to kind of be on a ride with these characters, gripped by them, and it's not just my character. I think that people get that reaction with, but all of the characters are multi-layered and kind of got their own thing going on.
And this is the first time you've been in an action adventure series, but you say that it brought you back to being a child and the love of pirate books.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this genre is just so magical, you know. It's a kind of classic storytelling. There's no CCTV or mobile phones to explain or anything like that. You know, it's just caught up in those times. And of course, growing up reading Treasure Island or Hook, the movie, came out when I was small. You know, there's something very magical. I mean, who doesn't go to a pirate-themed party as a kid? We go to them as adults as well. Any excuse to, throw on a bit of makeup and a wig, why not? But,
I walked the top and looking around. I said, oh, no, you're looking around before you go around Robin's Bay.
Okay.
That's
And
what,
the last
that's
time
what
you
they're
came, you
looking at.
mentioned John Cease's
Yes.
filming Deep Fear.
Same way it look.
But this time round, he used state-of-the-art technology to mimic the motion of being on a boat and being.
I can never
Did that help?
remember that
Did it help
place
you?
name up
Do
there.
you know what? It was very unexpected, but I got more seasick on this. And let me
Well, you
explain
weren't
why.
even on a boat.
I wasn't even anywhere near the water. It was the weirdest thing. So we used these things
That's your
called
man
LED
on the
walls,
bar, yeah.
LED walls, huge walls of screens where you could project any image.
Jack-
So we weren't actually at
Jack
sea.
did
We were
Jack did
in a
it.
studio. Chinachita,
Right, they
famous
didn't
studios
even
just
manage
outside
to
Rome.
do
We
that.
shot the
Oh,
show
I think that before,
in Italy. And you can project
Oh yeah, so
whatever backgrounds. Let's say, so we'd have,
you know what happened? He said she
big,
was armed.
open wide ocean.
Yeah.
And threw him out
we
of
would be on
there.
this boat.
Yeah.
And of course, the boat
Yeah, and
would
man,
be
And toughed
moving,
it down
but
in the bar, in the
the image on
bathroom.
the screen was
I'm
moving.
sure
And
that
of course,
was
they
also
reminded us to
Something, yeah.
act like, we were moving. And I'm telling you,
It's
the
a
thing it did to me,
hallucination,
it just
yeah.
made me so sick, which didn't, go well considering I'm supposed to be extremely experienced. I mean, I'm pale enough anyway, but like, it was just like.
He was mesmerized by that
Did it help with your
woman.
acting? You're feeling
Yeah,
sick,
well,
you
you
just
give
held
her
it
the
in.
money.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
She was
exactly.
on
Well,
night.
Kenzie, I mean, of course, you starred in Pirates of the Caribbean. Am I right in thinking that a lot of your castmates also didn't have great
You'd
sea
never
legs?
think she was
Yeah,
the
and
boss.
we
You
were
think the other
out
people
on
in the
ships,
office
out
were
Yeah,
boss.
in the ocean. And yeah, I was
And
lucky
they have
enough
such
that
a
I didn't
nasty
get,
knees,
for those
so
who
you
did,
think
there was no
it's
escape. We were on those boats the whole
Nasty
day,
bugger.
and it was a 45-minute journey on a speedboat to get to the ships that we were filming.
Get in these.
So yeah, that's how we did it in the
But
past.
I must see you sitting here, right?
I think I prefer to be in the studio. Sandokan, the Pirate Prince, is available to watch on Netflix now. Still to come, Angela tells us why she's hoping her passion for dance will encourage people all over the UK to get moving.
But first, we're talking comedy because after creating BAFTA-winning show The Detectorists, Mackenzie's back with another heartwarming new series called Small Profits.
It tells the tale of an ordinary man called Michael, played by Piers Quigley, who works in a DIY shop managed by Mackenzie's character, Gordon, who it's fair to say is a bit of a job's worth.
Yes, after Michael's girlfriend mysteriously disappears, it's his father Brian, played brilliantly by Michael here, who suggests a touch of magic might help find the answers they've been looking for. Let's take a look.
I met a man who managed to grow homunculi.
Delightful people in jars.
Excuse me, you sell buckets?
Buckets? No.
I'm always wondering what he's up to in that shed of his.
Are you two an item?
No!
You can ask them questions about the future.
They will always answer with truth.
What are you going to ask them?
Mackenzie, we still hear a glimpse of something magical. Am I right in thinking this has been something you've been conjuring up for the last 10 years?
Yeah, I first stumbled upon the idea.
No.
It probably was about 10 years ago. A little passage in a
God.
book about an alchemist,
That's all
medieval alchemist called Paracelsus. And it was just this account of somebody who'd grown these prophesying spirits, these homunculi, miniature people in jars, and they were able to answer any question with the truth and predict the future. And they just fascinated me, and it took a long while to realise how I was going to tell this story and what it was. I just knew it was a fascinating idea.
It must be great to see it come alive after 10 years.
I'm so pleased with how it's turned out.
So, Mike, tell us about your character, because you play Brian.
Yeah.
He's in a care home.
Yeah.
And he has this fascination with magic that sets off this whole adventure.
Well, he's a very adventurous man, and everyone else in the care home is asleep, but he's making his own
Junkies
and he responds to his son's the loss of the missingness of his son's girlfriend very well, and finds a way. And he is the one who has the information about the homunculi and all that. So although he's in the care home most of the time, he's actually very active. His brain's active.
Yeah.
He's quite short with the other people in the care home. He's a bit deluded. He gets things wrong a bit, but essentially he creates this or brings up this extraordinary idea of the homunculi. And at the beginning you think this is crazy.
He wasn't in that zone. We had come out the wrong glass that was in that zone.
I don't know. I don't remember any.
And they had one that was called Windows and Pet. All them foolishness. We never want them real.
Tell us about this mountain bike scene.
Well,
Why do one in France? In France, yes.
My character,
What's it all about?
too much away.
That
But
was-
he
that was
enters
during the
competition
war.
all the time for anything. You know,
He
hot
had a
tub,
restaurant,
you know, hairways or
a
whatever.
bar and
And,
restaurant in
he
France.
wins one at the end.
So
he wins a
then
motorbike.
he was
a very
helping
powerful
those
motorbike.
people to get
And so at the very end,
to
they
hide
see him
from
on the
the
lawn
Nazi.
in the care homes, sort of marks all over.
So
You know, the
that's
lawn,
the
the
idea.
lawn where the motorbike's been ridden already.
He had them on the back.
Glasses on, he looks.
You know,
So is which one that was the one that had something to do with it, yeah?
And he looks
Yeah.
very, very
Well,
cool
that's
and very
what
mad.
you do,
He's
yeah.
led off the bicycle.
His dad's army was the army
Did you get to ride it?
during the war. They
I've
were
got
the
to sit on-
internal army looking about things inside England. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were old,
I'm
old
a
men.
stunt double.
So they call it dad's army.
Stunt double.
And Mackenzie, your character's a lot more serious. Tell us a bit about Gordon.
Yeah, I play a very smaller part. So
What
I
have you
play
heard? I remember what you heard.
I think I do quite well. I have past history of playing those sorts of characters. He's the manager of the DIY superstore where the character of Michael
What they
works.
call
And yeah, he's just
Yankees and
annoying.
so
Although I did,
them
by the
were
end of
name.
it, I felt
What
quite
them
sorry
do?
for him. He gets no respect from any of his
I remember
employees,
they
any
were-
of the staff.
The dreaded name.
That's why I play.
Well, again, so many people
They
love the Detectorists. And this comedy has a very
the goons.
similar
No.
comedy vibe. What is it about that style of comedy that people love? It's like slow
The goons
paced.
were
And the jokes, or the humour, is always can sort of go over your head, but then you
Peter
feel
Sellers
things as well. Why do people relate to
and
that?
the fat man.
No, I mean it's very it's quite
And-
slow
and,
paced,
and-
the same as Detectorists.
Monty Python.
There's a lot of
Monty
poignancy
Python.
in the story as well. It's not packed
Mad,
around packed with jokes.
mad,
It's a comedy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Used to make
find
mad
it-
things.
You're right. There's real humanity in all the characters.
Say,
Every
them as my
person is
favorite
on the,
friend.
whatever, however small
It's
their
right.
part, they all have a character. That's
The
something
car
that
brought
they-
down
they
the
do
mini,
something
but ready when he
differentiates
get
them
he
from
gets
everyone
some
else.
bush,
That's
a
a
whip,
real strength of them.
and he
Right.
beat
Forgive me for saying this, but it's very similar to your work on Monty Python. Of course, you work together as well on Where's the Gummidge, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Where's
Yeah,
the
there are
Gummidge?
similarities
Oh,
with
you saw
Python,
Where's the
mainly
Gummidge?
getting
Oh my
two
God.
characters who have absolutely nothing in common to sort of
That's the word.
talk to each other and conflict each other. It happens in several of the scenes in the store, but also it's just like Dead Parrot sketch. You know, two people who are completely opposite ends of the earth, and they sort of try and get on together, and of course they don't. And I think that's just the inexplicable sort of lack of communication can be very funny. And if it's played, it has to be played straight. I think that's very, very important. And if Cleese had laughed during
Cleese,
Dead
yeah.
Parrot, well, I laughed, I suppose, but actually I did laugh. I did it on stage, and John was outrageous. And moved the counter, which was on wheels. I said, come on, you know. That's another story.
Well, I've got a message here from Duncan. He says, if Small Profits is as half as good as The Detectorists, it will be awesome.
Thanks, Duncan. That's
Yeah.
really lovely to say.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
Brilliant.
It really is.
Mackenzie and Michael's new series, Small Profits, starts on Monday at 10 o'clock on BBC Two and iPlayer, where all episodes will be available as well.
And you can hear Michael talking more Small Profits on Morning Live on Monday at 9:30, which will be on BBC Two next week because of the Winter Olympics.
Before Angela tells us about getting the nation up on their feet, our next film tonight is a perfect example of how dancing can really change people's lives.
Yes, Angela's been finding out how a fellow Strictly contestant's journey on the show has inspired others to start dancing.
When Ellie and Vito stepped onto the Strictly dance floor, the impact on the Down syndrome community was one of pure joy. Just like Ellie, 23-year-old Millie has Down syndrome
Since she
and
does.
loves to dance.
Gotcha.
She
Now I'm
gets
trying
really
to
into
dance.
the zone when she's dancing. She takes it very seriously.
Millie attends Magpie Dance, a charity providing classes for people with learning disabilities. She's also profoundly deaf.
Why do you love dance classes? Seeing all your friends. The music, the drums, the keyboard.
You must be so proud watching her in the class.
Yeah, I am. When you have a child with, special needs, you worry about the future and everything, what's going to happen. And it's lovely to see her doing things that she enjoys.
21-year-old Daniel is also getting ready for tonight's dance class. Daniel, you do a lot of dancing. What do you enjoy about it?
I enjoy every move. It gets me in that mood of dancing together and just meeting new friends.
Magpie has given him a really a good space in which to grow and to express himself, and he's become a lot more confident.
And that confidence has given him independence too, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's always been really keen to travel there, and so it's helped incentivise him to develop that travel independence as well.
Well, I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to see you a bit later. Getting ready to welcome Daniel and Millie are Laura, the executive director, and Alison, the artistic director. They believe Ellie's Strictly journey was about more than dance.
She was an ambassador and a role model for every single person with Down syndrome. And to have Ellie seen by the whole nation doing that every single week, he changed not just her life and all the people watching, but society as a whole.
What do you think dance, specifically does for building the confidence of the young people who come to dance with you?
One of the things that some of the parents have said is that might be the only activity in the entire week that they do independently of their parent, and to be independent and making friends and having those peers, that's part of it. And so many of our dancers say Magpie is their second family.
It's clearly fun for Millie, Daniel, and the rest of the group. All the sessions are accompanied by live music. I really enjoyed watching that. Did you all have fun? It was good, wasn't it? What do you like about dancing?
Dancing is good for people who have disabilities like me, and it's just nice to get together and do something we enjoy.
What do you love about dancing?
For my favourite thing, I love to exercise.
To music?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
The boy doesn't mess around.
The boy doesn't mess around.
To end the session, I have something special up my sleeve. I have got a bit of a surprise for you. Ellie and Vito, currently on tour, have recorded a message just for the group.
Dan touring or it?
Hi, we've seen all your videos of your amazing dance. You are absolutely fantastic. What's your favorite dance?
Sandokan and the waltz. And they've got a few new moves to share.
And let's go. On 1, and 3, and 5.
Which the group is picking up.
1, 2, jump. Whoa!
They recorded that especially for you. So to celebrate, we're having a final dance. If there was such a thing as an instrument that could measure joy, I tell you, it would be off the scale in here. And I've had a ball.
Oh, Ellie was brilliant on Strictly, and
was,
it's so good to see the impact that her journey had.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And you can see, Andrew, just how much joy dance can bring. It's a real passion of yours. So much so that you turn that passion into Let's Dance, this initiative. It's back for the second year. Tell us about it.
Well, it came out of Strictly, really, because so many people were so very kind with their comments about seeing a 79-year-old being able to dance, that I thought that, and I realised that actually, and you will know this too, that dance is not just an entertainment to watch and not just a wonderful thing to do, but it actually really does make a difference to you if you want to lose weight, if you want to get fit. Not everybody wants to go to a gym, not everybody wants to do a park run or go on a bicycle. So if you want to get fit, dancing is a great way to do it. So I got in touch with all the teachers in the country and said, how about we all get together and try and get more people to dance? And it's really grown from that. I mean, the dance teachers are the real sort of heroes in all of this, because on our National Day of Dance, which we've got on March the 8th, and they did it last year as well, they open their doors and say to people, come and see what dance can do for you. You can have fun, you can get fit, you can make friends. It's a great way. Nobody's going to judge you. You're just going to come and have fun. And then out of that has grown also an involvement with the NHS, because again, as we've seen there, it's a wonderful opportunity for many people who have serious medical conditions like Parkinson's, like mental health, like cancer, like all sorts of different medical conditions, which are really genuinely helped by going to a dance class. It supports them, it helps them to feel good about themselves. And so we've grown into this wonderful movement called Let's Dance. And that's what we're doing tomorrow. We're launching it again tomorrow.
Well, there's so much